and the pistol rounds, often carrying that ghost into the second round to stack points. But as WARDELL gets spotted, has to be careful. Nade's going to come out from YaBoiDre as well. That's going to land backside. Subroza is still here over towards Octagon trying to help out, and now the squad has arrived with support, and it all falls down to aproto. WARDELL's even going to get the heal, bringing him back up to 74 HP. aproto does have full health and armor, but there's that final kill coming in from WARDELL. Yeah. Aggressive play coming in from TSM. They're going to have the flank. There's one hiding on the edge of that smoke, or at least trying to. They're going to see the feet. The boombot's going to blow up right in their face. A kill does come through for LG, but the forces have been reduced pretty heavily. There is one player with 1 HP, and that's WARDELL, who survives long enough to get that last backstab kill on the raise. They swing this, doesn't matter. Bang is here, has backup as well from Hookah, but Subroza goes for a slide back, and in that time, the peak comes out wide enough from YaBoiDre, leaving Bang susceptible to the injuries. There's still 2 players on the B site playing defense. You've got WARDELL, who's already rocking the op. This is what we talked about, the power of rocking that ghost into the second round and surviving, able to get that op very early. It's a glass cannon, but equally as damaging is that right there. Nice shot coming out from WARDELL, dodges the nade and manages to escape. Another player advantage gobbled up for TSM.
30 seconds left.
Hazed. Inside lamps. Just can't quite get the timing right. Van dives through and things are again brought back to even strength. Great move from LG, forcing Leviathan out of position directly into the sights of the Sage. And with the HP as low as it is, this is a difficult retake, especially given that there's an op in play. Sure, you can top WARDELL off and bring WARDELL back up to full HP, but you really don't have a whole lot to work with. You've got 2 guiding lights, so you have the flashes from Subroza. You need Subroza to survive, but Subroza's only on 35 HP. This is a difficult retake, and Subroza's actually the point, and that should be the initiation to get out. And you can see WARDELL's already backpedaling, leaving the site, trying to survive with the op. And it's likely going to be a mass teleport here from LG as they escape. They keep 1 player towards the site, but the round is over. LG wins the first full buy round.
Yeah, pretty decent there for TSM to start things off, but the mid-round...
Likely going to try and bail out with this rifle. Maybe not. Nice peek coming out from hazed. It's another kill going their direction. WARDELL has a decision to make. Draw some blood or save the op again.
Yeah, you can't usually discount Hazed when it comes down to him trying to anchor a site. Good 2K that he got, especially starting off with only a sheriff, but it is indeed a little too late with YaBoiDre capping things off with a quad.
This is part of the reason why you want YaBoiDre to have full HP when the ult comes through. Now, the ult is actually not what finds the opening kill. It's TiGG with the rifle, but because of the position that WARDELL got flushed into, that's what opened that possibility up. Bang with the sheriff inside Hookah. There's one inside the smoke towards spawn, but now it's all down to Bang, the last player standing inside Hookah, trying to draw some blood. Nice shots coming out from Bang. He's found 3. The ult's going to go down as well. That's a 4K for Bang. He's got it down to a 1-on-1. dazzLe's on site. 8 HP for Bang and pulls the pin on the nade at the worst possible time, but do massive damage. It should. The gravity well actually slows them down, but that allows Leviathan to line up from distance and do significant damage, taking a player out of the equation. The res comes through. Here's the peek from Subroza. 1, 2, trying to find the 3rd. It's the player who was rezzed. Pistol comes out, but the sidearm can't be deployed quick enough. TiGG is still on site. Gonna go ahead and pop the ult from Showers. YaBoiDre. Surprise, I'm in U-Haul. It's all down to 1 last player here. It's WARDELL with the knives out. The Viper ult has been utilized, but the spike is actually going to the opposite side of the map, and it's all gonna come down to this rotate. Will he get cut off? WARDELL knows this player could be behind, but he's just going to go for it. Trying to run through from spawn, and will have an advantage in the 1-on-1 as the portal is taken. Has an opportunity here, taps the spike, baits out the first peek, knows the last player is going to be inside Hookah, and now just goes for the tap on the spike. Wants to bait this player out. There's the quick shot from WARDELL. Has to wait for the snake bite, but has more than enough time. And that'll be TSM clapping back, finding a big round win, and we mentioned it, bankrupting LG.
Yeah, and you just saw it from matchup. We've seen nothing but highlight reels from key players so far. YaBoiDre continuing to lurk into the U-shaped hallway and able to get these kills that we talked about, these off timings that could turn around over, and he had to come down for a clutch for WARDELL to win.
Because of the spike plant, though, their money was just fleshed out enough that they could get a full buy. sure light armor on a few players, but I don't know if you saw how that just happened. That dart comes through from the skylight, but because WARDELL was tucked in the corner, it was perceived as safe, but it wasn't. He ends up picking him off. The boombot wasn't moving up quick enough, and WARDELL is feeling it, getting a little bit more aggressive down mid, finding a third kill. There's Leviathan just hanging out in the corner as dazzLe tries to sneak through the smoke. TiGG is the only player who successfully made it onto a site, but currently TiGG is alone. And I actually love what TiGG is capable of doing here. TiGG has a lot of potential for backstab play, but just doesn't get the timing right. That's unfortunate. I thought maybe if TiGG went through spawn, something could go differently. But aproto just running and gunning, trying to make their way into the site. It's a 1-on-5. Best of luck. First shot on the money.
30 seconds left.
That's Leviathan taken out of the equation. hazed is just playing time currently, knowing that the support is coming up on the flank.
Despite having such a different composition from what we're used to seeing.
That is not how you want to see the round start for TSM. They were starting to build a decent bet of money, but 2 early peaks results in 2 early deaths. And now they've lost site control. And TSM, this is a difficult retake. This will be a 3v5 with the ult now coming towards spawn, and they're kind of sewn into a corner. That's a lot of additional damage dealt. I think at this point you run away and you save. Honestly, I kind of think they were going for that anyway in the 3-on-5. The way they were positioned, I don't know if they really had too much of a chance of trying to make their way back into the site with all 3 players coming from the same spot.
Yeah, well, as the spike just being planted, if you're able to get like 1 or 2 kills just before, it definitely turns the round over, as we know from the attack FPS side. But it was greatly delayed by dazzLe's Hunter's Fury, and at the same time, landing a kill onto Leviathan, that definitely seals the deal. So the last 2 guys looking to save here, TiGG on that hunt, trying to break the economy on TSM sides at this point. And as I like to say that TSM's taking control of the rounds once the money's right, well, they definitely proved me wrong here for LG. From the way that they played, kind of working the way that they did on the pistol.
It's going to be WARDELL, who's currently playing up on top of APC. That's an early exit for dazzLe. One-way smoke goes down. Dismissal of ban as well. Going back up on top of the APC is WARDELL. There's one right around the corner from Leviathan. Leviathan's just playing this line of sight, trying to get the best of TiGG. And it's all working out for TSM here. It's down to just 2 players. And does he hit the shot over the top? No. So at least they've taken the op out of the equation. Still 4 bodies remain for TSM.
Could have been a huge kill here if aproto decided to use a orbital strike into showers to try to make it a 4 versus 3. But again, it is that situation. It's a 4 versus 2. You might want to save this orbital strike into the next round, but very difficult to try to face check against WARDELL with the op. And speaking of face check, here it comes towards Hookah.
And it doesn't go out so well for them. Just a matter of whether or not they use it. Nice shock dart coming in. That'll flush YaBoiDre out of position, and it's the tandem duo. That very well could be the credit karma, instant karma moment of the match. As you can see, that player flushed out of position directly into the sights of WARDELL. Now the ult's going to come through, and again, similar play, setting up their team for success. There's the ult coming out from Subroza, spotted by the last player on site, which is dazzLe. dazzLe will hopper here on the attacking side. But again, on the other side, you've got quite a bit as well. You've got Showstopper, you've still got Bladestorm, you've got Cosmic Divide. I don't think they're going to need the Bladestorm so much. There's a one-way smoke coming in as the smoke comes in from aproto to try to escape. Not going to happen. 2 players left, YaBoiDre and dazzLe, and one of them was just tagged. They've got the push coming through from mid. The spike is dropped. They're looking to just keep
they want to end it.
And that's exactly what they're doing. They're just running after them, holding W at this point.
Yeah, this is...
well, YaBoiDre did do some punish. It looks very similar to what flames currently billowing beneath Subroza's feet. Leviathan is still here. Shock darts on the money, but there's some counter ult work coming out from the other Sova. Leviathan does dodge well. Bang is already through and has dropped one of the players inside Hookah. aproto's got a line of sight, but now is the last player standing. Great flash into Hookah to force aproto into the corner. And now as they go for the defuse, does he stick it? Leviathan's thinking about it, pulls off at the last second, but aproto has it. A big Red Bull clutch for LG.
Very challenging for TSM on a 4v4.
I think they won 4 out of 6 yesterday against T1. I think they only lost 2. They did a pretty good job against them. Might have even been more than that. Might have been 5 out of 6. And here they are so far 2 for 2 against LG. They're going to go ahead and get the plant. Again, we talked about this. WARDELL favoring the Ghost in the second round. Often going for an early purchase of an operator. Glass cannon, even if possible. or sometimes if April will go straight to the Blade Storm. But there's that double up at the tail end. They've got this perfectly set up to get these 2 kills coming through from showers. Oh, the timing as he drops out of heaven could have made things a little bit more awkward. But TSM is not able to capitalize. It's a flaw starting to come out towards spawn. You've also got the drone coming in. Seeker spotting out players. TiGG's trying to escape, but they're already out on the site. Subroza doing great work with the ult and the backup from Bang as well, who fell in the meantime. It is a 4-on-3 with 20 seconds left. They'll guarantee the plant. Flick, not quite downward enough. WARDELL had his crosshair a little too high on that, but he'll get the trade. He'll get the kill anyway, so he'll find it in the end. Goes for the smoke on himself, and the last player standing is going to be aproto coming through from spawn. Does at least get one. Might be able to spill some additional blood. We know what aproto is capable of. Can't necessarily count him out, but there's a great crossfire here, so good luck.
First for the attack looks pretty good, but then for the defense, not having that Sentinels, not being able to have that lockdown power on either side of the maps to help out the Viper, it makes it a lot more difficult to hold this defense.
There.
TSM get an opener off the back of WARDELL. How does LG react? Not well. You see the play from dazzLe. Bang able to get the best of them. hazed all the way pushed up on long. Now they're going to use the wall as well. WARDELL's up on top of it. Looking to squeeze a bullet over the top, and now they're just going to take the port and get out of dodge. They have Blade Storm. They have Showstopper as well. They're working their way up short. There's no one on this A site currently. The only player here is aproto, who is back towards spawn, starting to rotate up towards the top of ramp. Has a molly and a stim pack or two, but yeah, aproto actually gets lucky and gets a bit of a free peek through that because the players from showers had not yet arrived. So had an opportunity to get something that could help equalize it a little bit better, but that's the end of that. Not getting that kill means the round is over, and you can see aproto running to join his teammates on the B site.
And even TSM respecting LG at the beginning of this round, knowing that potentially on a 5 versus 3 or something, they could still have some players that could attempt this retake. Because you have a proto, that's still up, and you have Ben that could actually do some damage in TiGG as well. TiGG, for me, has done a phenomenal job so far for LG as a last-minute replacement for Moose right now in this lineup. To see this making it a challenging game for TSM, at least on the first half of this matchup. I'm hoping to see TiGG somewhere with a home soon.
hazed gets a little bit lucky there, so I don't know if you spotted it, but hazed was jiggling it initially, checking, and then looked back, I think, to maybe deploy something on the A site, and in that time, they had pushed down. There's a rare satchel kill coming out on a very low target. That was aproto. Bang's going to peek out and find a second kill. But yeah, basically, Ban was able to sneak down mid. hazed still wins in the 1v1, so it's all water under the bridge. YaBoiDre, last player standing 1-on-4. TSM looked poised and primed to take round number 12. His first contact will be made by Subroza, but it's a nice shot from YaBoiDre to bring it down to a 1-on-3. Nade is pulled. There's a satchel as well to get them up on top of the box, but Bang has the timing and a 3K on.
We'll start going into, oh my god, the satchel charge to the first block. They understand now these sage walls and how to counter them for TSM.
There's the ult coming in. Doesn't get damage, but it does put Bang in a position where they're forced to fight. YaBoiDre will eventually go down. The Seekers coming out, flash around the corner. Seekers are charging in. aproto takes care of Leviathan. In that time, though, Subroza has actually snuck towards elbow inside the smoke. aproto can't quite line it up. But joke's on you. We're gonna go ahead and plant on the A site. Subroza's gonna be our anchor here, and they're gonna realize it in just a second. Subroza can now be the thorn in the side. Spotted ultimately by TiGG as both players bait out which direction he's going to be looking in.
And they heard a TP, so they know the pinch is coming in from spawn side because they heard the footsteps as well towards spawn. WARDELL's already waiting there with the op. Very difficult here for LG to retake.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, even if you miss that shot, you've got the knives as a backup play. You know WARDELL wants this. He's toying with him at this point, but he actually misses. Takes him down to 29 HP, doesn't get the headshot necessary. The spike will be tapped. dazzLe's going to pull off as Gravity Well comes in first. Another tap from dazzLe. Time is of the essence. hazed has the spot lined up and ready. 13-6. TSM looking good on the first map, which, reminder, this was LG's pick.
Yeah, and
specifically looking at the defensive side. On the other side, this is a standard wall, and you should expect to see this most rounds. I do love that they've doubled this position in the corner. So they have this capability to bait out this play. They're not going to expect a second player to be there. Now Leviathan has snuck up in mid. So it's a 1-for-1. Good damage being dealt to WARDELL. Distance shots coming out from Leviathan. Bang is there as well with the shots coming through. And it is quickly going the way of TSM here as it's been reduced down to 2. But as I say that, aproto survives long enough to pick up the frag onto Leviathan. The last remaining player is aproto, trying to hit the shots here with the classic. Gets a second one. Now looking for a third with 35 HP. There's 2 more remaining. There's the third. It's down to the 1v1 against the Sage, low on ammo. And Bang goes and then dies on the other side. The distance game with the Marshall not going the direction of LG either, as TSM gets pretty quick control of the A site, and they've controlled it since then. TiGG's the only one left standing currently on bridge. A final blow coming out.
Forcing the plant to happen out in the open could be huge, but look at this rotate back, and it's read by YaBoiDre.
30 seconds left. Spike down.
That is beautifully played, but countered well by WARDELL as well with the dash, realizing that they had to make a quick move. So the dash comes through after the dismiss came out from YaBoiDre. I like that dazzLe is doubling down on the mid control, might be able to get the timing here. They need to go in there quickly to the site, but there's still one present. It's aproto, and that's the round going the direction of LG. hazed can't even get a finishing blow. It will be
or whatnot if something's going to happen to the operator or even to Jet, but WARDELL is going to continue to wield that.
Gets a freebie sneaking up mid. Didn't check his right, though, and aproto was still present. Nice flash around the corner. Might be able to get the best of them inside this. Gets 1 kill before being eliminated by Leviathan. Inside the smoke is Leviathan, but it's a bait and switch. WARDELL's going to run it all the way back and take it to the other side of the map. The ult from Leviathan will go down momentarily, and that's when it'll be realized by LG that this is not going to be an A play. And WARDELL will also have Blade Storm available. So WARDELL going to get the plant. That'll unlock the ult. And now LG has realized their folly as they rotated to the A site off the ult coming out from Leviathan.
This is not bad, actually. They're planning for the window side, so Leviathan could hear the rotations coming in from Snake, and at the same time, WARDELL could opt towards Tunnel. So Leviathan's in a good spot. 2 Snake bites as well. The first kill on this trigger discipline. Here it comes. 1 and 2. What a play there by Leviathan.
Patience is the name of the game for Leviathan. A young player, but still understands to take time and gets a guaranteed double. dazzLe now alone in a 1v2, and it seems like the odds are against dazzLe. dazzLe's actually looking for Leviathan, but Leviathan has fully escaped from the threat of dazzLe, and now dazzLe back in spawn. They don't need to go any further away than this. The spike will detonate.
Allows here for you to just get the easy pick onto YaBoiDre at the door from Leviathan.
Enjoying themselves, certainly. dazzLe right on the other side. Can't get the double. Almost had a chance there for the swing of the crosshair, the sweep across. TiGG will at least get one threading the needle through the Sage wall. And now the A site will be the plant destination for TSM. The problem is that Subroza is alone, and this is a very long play around from hazed, and almost too long. We'll see if it backfires at all. TiGG has a similar plan.
I know exactly where you are.
Well,
there's the ult coming out from Cypher, and
yep,
with the hat being tossed out, that's going to make things a whole lot harder. TiGG coming through from main. Subroza goes for the swing. It's 4-1 in build. YaBoiDre will go down as WARDELL hits the shot. TiGG is on site, playing around on the pillar. The wall's going to go up. Gives him a false sense of security, though, as Subroza had already made it around the other side. There's a res coming in, but Ban's on the flank with the knives out. Had an opportunity there, but goes with the left click instead of the right click. At that point-blank range, could have worked out a little bit better. Who knows? Who's to say for certain? It's all down to aproto. 90 HP, has Seekers and the Sheriff. Also has a flashbang available. This shot from WARDELL, even though it was Sage right behind. Do they lead in with the flash? There's the Seekers. Oh no, they don't react off of it, and that allows aproto to get a freebie. The smoke comes down to give some safety for Ban, but the site's been lost, and Leviathan is now coming in with this late play through the door. YaBoiDre's looking, but looks away at the worst possible time. The dart's going to give away his position. That's what allows dazzLe to line up that shot. WARDELL still backside, waiting for the peek to come through. Looks for the jump, and that's when he gets caught potentially. WARDELL actually dashes away from that Viper snakebite. Well played, but now stuck in a difficult position. He's going to fight his way out of it. It's all down to WARDELL in a 1v1 against TiGG. The knives come out. WARDELL's got positional advantage. TiGG's got 30 HP. This is going to be difficult as WARDELL just sets up shop in main, jumping around the corner, knowing that he's coming. Goes for the smoke down on the spike. Doesn't even activate it. It will be the round going the way of TSM.
So far, a map that's unpracticed is still going to be heavy favor towards the attacker side. And now we're trying to react a little bit faster. Towards this A main, a trade happens, but it's still a weapon advantage for TSM.
There's the ult being
Enemy
popped.
remaining.
Or is it? It's not showing on the mini-map.
Spike planted.
So, I guess they canceled it already. Interesting enough. dazzLe, the only one left standing.
Taken out.
It's a nice shot onto WARDELL to bring it down to a 1-on-2. It was a 1-on-4 initially. He's having a little bit of trouble there as dazzLe's flying through the air. But
YaBoiDre. Oh, unfortunate.
Deploying drone. Enemy
1 for 1. TSM can play that game all day. They've been in that position before. There's a nice shot coming out from WARDELL.
Kill my ally.
The ult comes through and gets a kill onto Subroza, but a res in response from Bang neutralizes that. Got hazed right here. Who will catch? No! I thought for sure that was going to be a free kill onto TiGG, but it spun so quickly back in favor of LG. Not only does TiGG get the kill in mid, but dazzLe's going to get a two-piece over in A main. With 45 seconds left, WARDELL grabs the spike, starts to head back and fake the rotate. Has to be careful, there's a dart around the corner. And now we'll try to get the timing right. As they escape from A main, there's one waiting right around the edge.
Easy pickings right now for WARDELL, but we finally have an op versus op. Ban loads one up, and dazzLe drops the spike towards A main.
A little bit of a sloppy fight there for dazzLe, and Subroza favors the defense. The op does peek in mid, gets another kill on the round. But WARDELL is also in mid. The biggest issue is look where the spike's at. The spike is down all the way back in spawn outside A. It's a 3v2. They're grabbing orb just to get them closer. Why not? It's right there in front of them and it's free. But it's dazzLe, Ban, and aproto trying to lock down the spike and keep it from getting into the hands of WARDELL and Bang, who are both coming through from spawn. They've got 40 seconds left or so.
Nice high-low, though.
Yeah, this will be difficult.
Here.
This is a very easily winnable round for LG unless they massively kind of botch this, because TSM doesn't have anything to work with.
Left.
They just have to kind of dry peek this. I mean, you do have the smokes from WARDELL, but that's not going to give you too much. So WARDELL has to really be key. And with two players up top, WARDELL's got so many targets, and that's going to prompt a potential trade peek. But Bang actually finds one. WARDELL grabbed the spike and escaped. But WARDELL is low on time with just 13 seconds left. WARDELL has one choice, and that's
10
running it into the A site.
Yeah, they hear it right now from the defender side. We're going to have the vent drop. Here we go from that guided light. But that's it. The TSM's going to lose that round, but man, I love that little battle. They had to sort of face.
Leviathan really loves palm trees. WARDELL and Bang both taken out of the equation. There's another kill coming in from Ban. Subroza responds in kind with an op. But looking like a fourth round coming out for LG.
It's not the palm tree. He likes the little crab that is crawling over. He's like, where's that crab coming from? Where did he hide from? Where did it disappear to? All the questions you need answered in life here when you're playing this map.
I love that this is still a thing. Well, I mean, it's not like this round is going to go their direction, and I think that's what they recognize. Now it's up to Leviathan to try and go back and scoop up that op. Maybe get another kill here. Quick peek. Not where it needs to be. One playing right inside the smoke. Has to be careful. Takes a little bit of damage from TiGG, who's now diving through. At this point, they're tightening around them. Bastions for LG's defense. Leviathan will go through first. TiGG's waiting on the other side as a clothesline shot. Now it's all up to aproto with just 43 HP. Flash going out first. There's the first kill. aproto can do some stat pad here at the tail end of the half. But that's how it's going to end. 8-4 in favor of TSM, so they do get that 8th round. They double out the map. Maybe there
Would be awesome. Would be awesome. But yeah, let's look at this pistol, man. We do now have TSM on a defense. And look at this one-way wall. It's got to be dropped up. It's going to be the spike down. And it's going to be 2 players spotted also by Nest.
Yeah, but what they're not prepared for is YaBoiDre, who's still here. YaBoiDre is getting a late call out as well because he went the other direction. Bang is just delivering shot after shot, and there's Bang again. That's a 3K for the Sage, who uses their own wall to both players out as it goes full 180. Putting it in the spin cycle, the flash comes out. He can't see anything, but it's okay. He's got some backup from his teammate. The final kill will be Subroza's. A flawless round. No one. And WARDELL make it happen here with the Marshall. There's the first shot. It's so deadly and so accurate. His teammate on site, though, is down and taken out of the equation. WARDELL's looking for the dart, didn't even know where it was, is now really in a difficult spot as they're going to be trying to find him. The no-scopes are both on point, and that puts dazzLe down on just 4 HP. As the spike touches pay dirt, there's some snake bites coming down from distance, but aproto's right on the other side of the wall. And Leviathan has been eliminated. WARDELL still on site, somehow still dealing damage despite being the player that was there at the time that they took the site. It's double digits for TSM, but LG does win the first buy round. Make sure to see if it's successful for them or if it backfires and blows up in their face. They do get one early kill from Subroza before he's traded out. Distance battle from Bang. Bang's trying to play this head-peeking game over top of it. That large rock in mid. WARDELL has to be careful. There's a dart that's down, tries to smoke it, doesn't work out. Eventually, TiGG gets the best of Bang, and the game is taken to an end. But it is 2-on-2 regardless. aproto and TiGG versus Leviathan and hazed. We've still got Leviathan here with the up. Oh, Leviathan can't quite get the shot out in time. Great connect from aproto. But hazed is here. It's all going to come down to that wall with them both clean.
LG and no Sentinel plays. So it works out pretty well so far, and not anymore as WARDELL goes with the aggressive push with the Blade Storm. Here they come, though, swarming out like lemmings towards this kitchen side, down towards a main. But it's still going to be TiGG just taking him down.
Well, the spike is heading across the map as well, understanding that this aggressive play is coming through. There's a flash coming out. TiGG goes inside his own smoke. And that does keep us at an even strength. hazed is here with a Sheriff, but can't do much. YaBoiDre has gone for the Empress. Spike will be planted. It's retake time for TSM. Ban with an op. We do have one rifle in play that's in the hands of Leviathan. WARDELL still has knives out. Blade Storm still online. And there's actually some information being gathered here by hazed, who's spotting them back in the corner. That's a dink shot coming out. It's a disappointing no-kill moment. Leviathan does get the finishing blow, and now it comes down to 1. It's Leviathan with the 4K on the round. It opened up with WARDELL, but it finishes with the young fragger for TSM.
All you want at this point is for you to land your shots, especially what you have left. Well, but
yeah,
I understand now why it's 145. That said, though, the action's happening towards the B site. It's a trade. The spike is down. It was Blade Storm by Ben. Full gun round here for LG. They still have a Viper's Pit, though, so they could still fight this back and Viper's Pit into the B site after this plan.
Man, if dazzLe had kept going back towards spawn with that, there was a insane flank potential for Subroza, who almost made it into window without dazzLe realizing. It could have really changed the way that round plays out. Now they're looking for dazzLe. They're trying to spot him out. There's a good double coming in, and there's the res as well to bring things back to...
And Seekers.
Better numbers. Yeah, and you mentioned it. They've got the Seekers online as well. Seekers are going out. The Flying Cabbages looking for targets. aproto's going to be spotted in the corner. TiGG's inside the smoke with the ult being down on the site. Time becoming a problem here, and it's down to WARDELL, who's already long gone. Like, we're not winning this round. I'm going to keep this off. It'll be a 7th for LG, but TSM is still so close to the finish line.
Yeah, and you see the how it could be very difficult as well to run behind Seek.
And one is very low on HP, and right around the corner, Bang gets the timing. 1-2, doesn't find the third. YaBoiDre goes for the dismiss, but there's too many people, and it's going to be a round for TSM. Quick shots from Bang yet again with the Sheriff, reminiscent of what we saw in Hookah on the first map.
Bang is starting to come together here with this Sheriff, and
Trap backside sight, can't quite line up the second pulse. hazed, able to deliver a nice shot over top of the pipes. Leviathan was able to back off. There's the hat coming out. That'll give away the positions. hazed spots one clear in the open. The round is quickly falling apart, and there it is. TSM have made it through the upper finals into the grand finals here for Challengers 2, as this team looks so much better than they've been over the last 6 or 7 months.
Definitely, and again, I wish we were going to be able to see a third map on Ascent just to see how LG has developed on this map, to see how TSM has developed over this map, but it shows a convincing win for TSM on this second